I bought a 3D printer after reading this comment by Brian. So thank you, Brian. I spent $300 on this toy. I'm wondering how many of you bought a 3D printer and now it is just a dust collector somewhere in a corner of your house, or maybe a reason for your wife to have an unpleasant conversation with you on how do you spend your money. I was very excited at first when Brian wrote me this message. I found a lot of interesting projects in internet, but now I'm thinking, what did I get myself into? Sorry, Tanner, I stole the name of your channel and put it on the title of this video. By the way, if you don't know who Tanner is, he have a YouTube channel where he solves puzzles. Sometimes his daughter helps him to solve puzzles. So if you want something new, click right here and watch his videos. And more than myself, my son was excited about getting this printer since I told him I can print a lot of interesting toys for him, especially those cute little guys from Among Us game. So here is my son who is gonna help me.
Hello, I'm Ivan.
Yeah, his name is also Ivan, and he's gonna be helping me to open the box to set up the printer, and probably if we have enough time, we're gonna try to print something easy, but it's gonna be a puzzle. And now we will be assembling the 3D printer. Unlike many 2D printers that you buy and you just have to plug it to your computer or your network and it's gonna print anything you want, this printer comes in a lot of parts and we have to assemble it. I'm not gonna make a video about assembling the 3D printer step by step, how to calibrate the parts and do all this stuff. There are a lot of videos about that. I've been watching a lot of videos online. I think one of the best videos was made by Just Vlad. He made about an hour-long video about this printer, about Ender 3 V2, how to install it, how to assemble it, and how to print on it. So you can watch his video, but I'm just gonna try to do it as quick as possible. Probably it's gonna take me hours, maybe even days. I hope hours, and then gonna try to print something. Now the printer is assembled and we can press the power button. So let's see, everything is all right. There is no smoke, there is no explosion. It looks like it's working. Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Now we have to, it is too loud to film when it is working. Now we have to calibrate the printer and then we will try to print something. Probably it's going to be some small test cube, and then if everything is all right, I'm going to print a puzzle. Today is the second day of owning a 3D printer. Yesterday was a great day. We were able to put all these parts from the box together to create a printer. It even didn't explode when we switched the power button on. And at the end of the day, we were able to print this small calibration cube. This one, the blue one, it is pretty small, just 2 by 2 by 2 centimeters. But that was a success for the first day. And today we're gonna try to print something else. I'm not sure if I have to start printing puzzles now, since I still not sure if the calibration was correct and puzzles require like precise printing. So we're gonna try to print something for my son, probably those cute little guys from Among Us. I've been trying to print today for hours, but all what I have is this pile of plastic and that's it. Probably the calibration of the bed is wrong or something else, but PLA won't stick to the bed and whole filament is covering the nozzle and goes with the nozzle and doesn't want to stick to the bed. Ooh, I'm gonna still try to solve this issue. Maybe in a couple of hours I will be able to do something. I made the nozzle so low at once that I even scratched the surface of the bed. Hope it's not something that I have to change, since I don't want to spend a lot of money now. I just bought it and I want it to work properly. This was the best attempt so far, but unfortunately now it's gonna start dancing. So day 2 of owning a 3D printer is over. I tried really hard to print something, but the filament won't stick to the bed of the printer and I can't make anything normal. I tried to print just a small calibration cube. Can't do it. The plastic, it sticks to the bed, but after a couple of layers the corners start curving, and then the nozzle just grabs them and move the whole piece. As a result, I have to start from the very beginning. But I'm very good at making this kind of blue pasta, so if you need it for some reason, I can sell it for you very cheap. So just leave me a comment below the video. And for the day, that's it. I'm not gonna do anything else. Hope tomorrow is gonna be much better day, and tomorrow I'm gonna be able to print a puzzle, since tomorrow I have to release the video, and if I can't print a puzzle, that means that I have nothing to solve in this video, and probably that's gonna be a first video on my channel without puzzles and not even about puzzles. Guess how the third day of owning a 3D printer started? No, we didn't start with a nice breakfast and a cup of coffee and reading your comments. It started with calibration. Some of you may say that I need to order new springs for the bed. I already did it, but it's gonna take some time while they're gonna be delivered, so I have to deal with what I have now. That's why I'm calibrating it every hour. Yesterday, when I stopped making any attempts to print something and waited till today's morning, the calibration was not the same. Since in the evening the piece of paper was squeezing very tight between the bed and the nozzle, but in the morning it was going there quite easy. So when the calibration was done, I decided that I can produce some more pasta, and I tried to print these calibration squares on the bed of the printer. As you can see, it didn't went well, and I decided to change filament. Probably the blue one wasn't good, and I decided to try the orange filament. I was a bit afraid to do it, but the process was quite easy. I just had to preheat the nozzle, remove the blue filament, and put inside the orange one, and that's it. Since blue pasta is kind of boring, I decided to print some more orange pasta, and at the beginning it went very well. As you can see, all squares looks very nice, but a couple of minutes later everything went south. And as you can see, I ended up with all what I just printed around the nozzle, and it was dancing like this for a couple of minutes more. Since the first part of printing these calibration squares went pretty well, I decided to print something else. It is the third day of owning a 3D printer, but I haven't printed anything for my son yet. I feel he's losing faith in me, so I decided to print those cute little guys from Among Us. And at the very beginning it went pretty well, but then, as always, the part just started dancing around the nozzle, and I lost faith in myself. I've read a lot of information and watched hours of videos in internet on how to calibrate the bed, how to make filament stick to the bed, and a lot of advices how to work with 3D printers, but still have no idea what is wrong with me or with my printer, why it won't print as normal 3D printer. I was able to print only a small cube, calibration cube, which I showed you at the very beginning of the video. That was the day 1 of owning a 3D printer. But 2 next days were a disaster. I have no idea what to do and I'm desperately in need of your advice. So if you have any comments, if you have anything to say about my experience of owning a 3D printer for 3 days, leave your comment below this video. Maybe you can help me to set it up properly so that I can start printing something. I'm gonna have a couple of days during the weekend to try to make it work, so hope I can make it work and print a puzzle next week. I know some of you are gonna say that I have to buy a BL Touch and I'm not gonna have problems with calibration of the bed. I know, but it's gonna take time while this device is gonna be delivered. But for now, I have what I have and I have to deal with it, and I want to print something. I want to have something that I can hold in my hand and say that I've printed it myself and I'm proud of it. But for now, all what I can print is this kind of pasta, the orange, the blue one. I have also green, black and white colors. And that is not what I expected. I need something more solid, something that I can hold in my hands and not this type of plastic food. So that's it for today. Hope you're gonna help me to solve this problem. If you enjoyed watching my experience of owning 3D printer for the first 3 days, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and push the bell button to be notified every time I upload new video. I promise in next video I'm gonna solve a puzzle. See you next time.